Hello humans, I'm the Alien Doctor, but you can call me Alien, and do you want to know how to have toggleable coordinates like this, where you can literally just press a button on your keyboard and the coordinates will hide or show, and it doesn't affect chat at all. As you can see there, chat will still appear whether coordinates are on or off. Well, if you do, then this is the video for you. And there's even an option for a clear coordinate background and chat background remover as well, so you can use this with my clear chat resource pack that I have already released, built in without having to download it separately. So this is indeed a resource pack, meaning you can apply it onto your global resources and use it on any server, realm, or just single player world, or multiplayer world for that matter. It works via a button on your keyboard, which in this case is F8. Unfortunately, you cannot actually change which button it uses, but I'll get more into that later, because let's start off with how to download this add-on and install it, of course. So firstly, you're going to need to head over to my website where you can download lots of many other resource packs and behavior packs. Click on the download section, resource packs, scroll down until you find toggleable coordinates, which is right here. If we click on that, then you'll have this page. I'll also leave a direct link to this page in the description down below. On here, you can see the description and also how it works, but I'll be explaining both of these in this video anyway. So anyway, the bit that most of you will be interested in is of course the download. So if you click this blue button here to download the latest version, you can then download the file to wherever. I'm just going to put it in my downloads folder. If you then open that file, it will automatically open in Minecraft and begin importing the pack. And there we go, you can now see successfully imported Alien's toggleable coordinates. So if we go into our settings, global resources, my packs, it should be somewhere near the top. It always seems to be for whatever reason. And you can simply activate this into your global resources. And there we go, you now have the pack active on your game. Now, there is one other thing you will want to do, which is click the pack and then click this cogwheel. This will let you choose between the default or the clear chat mode. So clear chat basically means that there will be no background behind the coordinates and the chat that appears on screen, or you can just keep it as default. For the purpose of the video, I'll keep it as default, although I personally do prefer the clear chat option. And you also have all that information down here as well below the slider. Alternatively, if you want to, you could technically apply this to a world as well, using the same method, but instead in the world settings. But there's no real reason to. It does work completely fine in your global resources, so that would be the way that I would recommend doing it. Anyway, we're now here inside of a world, and as you can see, if I press F8, the coordinates will appear, and if I press F8, they hide again. So the button on mouse and keyboard to show and hide these coordinates is actually F8. Now, unfortunately, you cannot change which button this is. It has to be F8, and that's because of how the pack works. So let me actually remove the pack so that I can explain to you a little bit better how it works. So I have now got the pack removed, and as you can see, there is the paper doll on screen. Now, bear in mind, I have absolutely zero resource packs on right now. If I press F8, you'll see that the coordinates do not disappear, but the paper doll disappears. That's because in vanilla Minecraft Bedrock edition, pressing F8 on your keyboard will show and hide the paper doll. I have no idea why the developers decided to add this in, but it is pretty much the only button that we can actually use for resource pack stuff. Unfortunately, I could not bind this to another button like F3 or anything like that. It has to be F8 because that's simply the only button that we sort of have access to change UI stuff in Bedrock Edition. So what my resource pack will do is permanently hide the paper doll and then rebind the F8 to, instead of show and hide the paper doll, it will show and hide coordinates instead. So in vanilla, you may know that if you go into your settings and video options, you have this hide paper doll option. If we turn this off, then you can see there the paper doll appears, and we can then, of course, turn it off, the paper doll disappears, or we can just switch it using the F8 button, like so, and there we go. Now, if I apply the pack, and now with the pack applied, you can see there, once again, the coordinates are hiding and showing. We can go into our settings, video, and you'll see here that the option has been renamed to hide coordinates, client side only, of course. But the important part of me showing you all that is that you cannot enable the paper doll with this pack on. I am working for a possible fix to this. I've possibly figured out a way where you could also have the paper doll on as well. But for now, at least, you cannot have the paper doll and also have this toggleable coordinates pack on. One other thing that normally gets asked quite a lot is about controller support and also mobile support. Now, this will not work on mobile. However, I am working on implementing a button that you can press on mobile. And in terms of on controller, unfortunately, I cannot figure out the vanilla sort of way to turn off the paper doll on a controller. So if you know the button that you need to press basically on a controller to turn off the paper doll, then please let me know in the comments. But that should just work for toggling the coordinates if you have this pack enabled as well. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, there isn't a way of doing it because I'm pressing like lots of different buttons on my controller and nothing is happening. But anyway, so for now, this will only work on mouse and keyboard, but in the future, I am hoping to have an option available for, at the very least, mobile, and if possible, controller as well. But with that in mind, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're interested in more Minecraft Bedrock Edition content or add-ons like this, that was very close all of a sudden, then don't forget to subscribe today to join the Alien Empire. I will see you in the next video coming very, very soon. Bye.